in those clinics to be able to look into the issue of peace in families, because it really gets to get into that child when they don't have to concentrate in school simply because at home there's so much issues that are going around. And so even as I finalize, the three of them bring about the whole umbrella of mental health. And basically mental health gets to affect the student performance, whether it's going to be good or bad, whether they are going to finish school or they're going to drop out at the even before time. Yeah.
Wow, that's nice hearing from Hope. And we realize that that's a big challenge, a very big challenge currently. And that one, even I know it extends even to the parents. You mentioned about even in our clinics, when you have the meetings, we talk about peace. Yes. We show that the students have a peace of mind so that they can excel well. We are so grateful for that. As we move on, we also have followers from the chats, and I can see we are joined by our deputy principal, Tumutumu Girls High School. She is with us. And even the other followers, I may not have identified them. They can also drop a question as we move on. Any concern, any opinion that you have from the panelists that we have tonight, it is also good so that we, as we move on, we'll be able to address them towards the end. Having listened to all our panelists and the guests, our aim is about the academic excellence of Alana. We are joined by an auditor tonight, and you also have one of our students who is here with us today. Maybe the auditor, you can tell us, you can audit us and tell us, how can you now, having listened to all that, Auditor Tabitha, tell us what are the expectations for us to have for our students a way forward for the academic excellence amidst all those challenges. Welcome, Tabitha.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Watenge. It's interesting you're talking about I audit you. Yeah, I was thinking about it in line of how everyone is talking about their various journeys. There's one thing maybe we also need to bring across: self-audit. Yeah. And self-audit, in fact, life itself out here teaches you self-audit. So students who are in school, high school, in campus, there's just one, for me being now a citizen, if I can call myself that way. I mean, being out of school, if there's one thing I've realized is that life will push you to self-audit yourself, because there's only so far where rules and regulations will apply to you. There's only so far. It's only in high school. You get to campus, it's a whole free world, actually. But then also, actually, maybe if I can bring it back, it's from in campus, that's when you start you experience life, start experiencing life fully. And that is when progressively it hits you hard that you need to keep on self-auditing yourself every single day and checking yourself against what you really want to end up pursuing in this life, or just what you want to become. So tying it again to my first point, I was talking about owning your journey. You cannot self-audit yourself if you don't own, if you don't own your own journey. Because there are times people tend to feel like they're living their life so their parents. Wait until those harsh parents or tough parents step aside. Wait until they just go quiet on you, they step aside and let you be. That's when you realize, okay, I think then at the end of the day, it was all for my good. And it also gets to a point in life, it hits you that that I have a very key role to push myself further into the future, because I mean, you're not living life for your parents, you're living your own life, and what you become is you, actually. So that is very important for someone to own their journey, own their success, own their failures. Of course, we are talking about successes. We are saying we also have failures, and of course, especially people like to say that failures, heartbreak, poverty, those are the best lessons to teach you in life, and it's true. So ownership of one's journey is the epitome of every form of success, academic success, even life in general, because You will be an immaterial good. You go to campus, you do all the things. At the end of the day, you'll one day be employed, or you also run your organization for those who are entrepreneurial. And it's very important to own every single aspect of your existence and whatever you it is you do on a daily basis. That ownership is the beginning, and it's pivotal towards every other thing. And of course, coming in with that is a lot of resilience. This life is only getting tougher. It's only getting tougher. So we ought to just be very resilient to pursue this life as it comes, Yeah. If it's an employment, keep pursuing those job applications. Keep volunteering. Personally, I started my career journey as a volunteer in campus. And to be very honest, unless you're the worst person on earth, no company will reject you if your intent is clean, to start, to learn, to just work for free. Nobody will chase you away. And maybe if one organization chases you away, there are many others, many organizations around you in this country. Nobody will just everybody will not turn down your application. So it's always very important, again, to ensure that every form or channel available for you. I know a major problem among young people is job applications and disappointments. You're not called for the interview, you've applied, you're not called for that interview. Okay, keep applying, but also try and change tact. Offer to volunteer, also offer to network with the right people. At the end of the day, I'm still saying, on your journey, please do not just sit home and be sad about your life and, lament and everything. At the end of the day, you only have yourself to look after, and everybody else around you, your parents, teachers, anyone else who loves you and wishes you well. There's only so much they can do to ensure that you're living and you're being the best version of yourself that you can ever be. So my word today and take home is ownership. Young people need to own their journeys, own the successes, own your struggles, and push through. And there's light at the end of the tunnel. There is always hope. Yes, hope will never fail. Even our Bible talks about it. Yeah. So, Mr. Matinga, back to you. I think that
thank you so much. Thank you so much, Audit. I knew that you have to use those technical terms. Self-audit yourself. I knew it. I saw it coming, and I know that you're also even going to audit what you have done tonight. And before you audit our time and say that you utilize time well, allow me now to ask also, Mase Waigwa, just to continue with the discussion on the way forward. Probably you have listened from the auditor herself, as she has said that we own the journey. Mase Waigwa, you've been a leader. You've been placed from one dormitory and asked to head another dormitory, and still you excelled. What is the secret on the academic excellence, Waigwa?
Well, the first thing I would say is discipline. It may sound like a cliche. Every speaker here is talking about discipline. It's not a cliche. It's, discipline is that act that you are doing the right thing even when no one is seeing you. Even as a citizens, we still have discipline. We have to wake up, go to work at the right time. We still have to do the right thing at the right time. So as a student, first you have to be disciplined so that you avoid unnecessary dramas, going to the staff room for punishments here and there, and all those things. So I would say discipline so that it can save you time. Discipline so that it can give you that morale. When you're disciplined, there is that there is that good self-conviction about yourself. And there is no good student. There is no student that has disciplined and lacks to excel in their studies. The second thing is consistency. Anne has talked about poor planning, and Tess has talked about self-evaluation. Yes, there is that self-evaluation and there is that planning. But how consistent are you? How consistent are you? For those who trade maybe forex, for those who are in the stocks market, there is that consistency of day-to-day markets. So as a student, you have to be consistent. Like today, I will do this. If it is mathematics, I will be doing at this time. If you have a timetable, you should be consistent in following it. An Englishman once said that consistency makes average become excellent. You get? So when you're consistent, I believe by the end of it all in your four-year course, you'll have good grades. You know, you'd rather be crawling. If you're not walking, just crawl. There is that one step that you'll have made in your studies. Then the other thing is even when I was in campus, we used to learn. I had a unit in business planning called business planning, and in it there was a subtitle called the SWOT analysis. The SWOT, SWOT. There is the strength, there is the weakness, opportunity, and threats. So you as a student have to down your diary, write your strengths. Which subject do you love? Which subject or what are you weak in? What are the opportunities? If there is a library, do you have books? Are the teachers available? And the threats. If you are in discipline or you are up for punishment, are you doing your duties the right way? Such threats, because if you don't do them, you are in for a punishment and you are in for embarrassment. So to save all that, you have to be a good student, do the SWOT analysis. My strength is the sciences. I am at humanities. There is some problem there, so you should work on them, you as a student. And I'm sure when you do that, I am confident that you'll pass. That's what I used to do. I was so poor in. I never liked physics. I mean chemistry. I never liked chemistry. So I knew that was my weakness. Chemistry. And Mr. Mugo was my chemistry teacher at that time. I only and I was even and mathematics was my strength. You see, and languages. So the moment I identified, it was smooth for me, even to plan, to write down my timetable and all that. And then final is that now that you are in high school, it's your season. Enjoy your season, own your season. You get to be in high school once. So, and tulikuwa tunaambiwa kila wakati tulipokuwa kwenye parade that we are ladies of substance. I don't know whether that slogan still exists, Mr. Madenge. Are they using it? The ladies of substance slogan. You should have a slogan that makes you, feel good. That makes you feel good. First, and I always encourage the girl child, by the way. I also, girl child, feel loved and remember that you are a lady of substance. So your ways and your doings should be that of a lady of substance. Yes.
Thank you so much, Mercy, for that nice sharing concerning the excellence from now, what is expected of us after listening to the so rich and the well-prepared guests that we had tonight, and talking to us about the discipline. There's a forced discipline, there's the self-discipline that our students should embrace. I know Hope Claire in another chance she'll share with us about the difference between a forced discipline and the self-discipline that is here with us. But before that, having mentioned about a slogan concerning the discipline, I want us to get our mics on so that at least we share a slogan before we move to the next step, where we say discipline and hard work. I want to see whether you can remember the slogan. Yeah, let's have our mics on. Have our mics on so that I put across the slogan, and then I want to get a heavy response from you. Discipline and hard work.
For a better Tumutumu.
For a better excellence. For a better what?
For a better Tumutumu.
Is it discipline and hard for a better Tumutumu? Discipline and hard work. Discipline and hard work.
Wasn't doing it.
I'm going
for a better Tumutumu.
Discipline and hard work.
For a better Tumutumu. Discipline and hard work.
Better Tumutumu.
Now, holiday had some other our mics muted so that you go to the program. Thank you so much. And I know that even our followers around there, they can continue dropping questions, they can continue dropping concerns, so that as we wind up, because we are now coming to the end, we may address those those concerns if they'll be there by that time. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a very, very good night, but you cannot just leave without just a line, without just a mention from your end. I know it has been so enriching evening, even to the parents, to the students, and to the educators who are with us here tonight. Because as I told you, we are joined by the deputy principals, we are joined by the teachers from girls, and also teachers from other school institutions. And I can get from the chats they are commenting that those guests, they are well loaded, sir. Yeah, those are very, very heavy comments. Well loaded, sir. And I'm so happy because it means that the content that we have given to them is of importance. I want us now to go to our final words, just a conclusion, just 30 seconds. 30 seconds to talk to these learners, address the learners, address the educators, address the parents, address all the stakeholders in education for the benefit of our students. Let me start with the auditor. 30 seconds, your final remarks.
All right, so I think the first one goes to the learners, and to the learners, I'll still insist to all of them that it's easier.
I request the ones that are on, we may mute our mics so that we can listen to each other well. Continue, auditor.
Oh, sorry. Actually had some background noise. So I was talking about my first message to the learners is that keep pursuing this journey, your journey individually. Keep pursuing, and I'm keen to use the word pursue. Every day presents different challenges, alongside academic and also after high school into career journey. Each and every day presents different challenges. So my message to you is keep pursuing your journey every single day with a lot of zeal and a lot of purpose, and that way you own your journey and you'll get through life seamlessly. To parents and other and guardians and any other stakeholders who have responsibilities over sons and daughters, my only advice is keep supporting them through this journey, academics and career and also life. I think right now after high school it's very important to bring in the aspect of life, because at the end of the day it's life. So it's academics into career and into life. So keep supporting, always just be present. Support is the best and the greatest thing you ever offer a loved one. Of course, keep praying for them as well. And I think at the end of the day, everybody playing their role, success is paramount.
Thank you so much, auditor, for those very encouraging words. Yes. And we are going to follow them. Engineer, 30 seconds, engineer. I can see the other end from the other screen. I'm being told time. So, engineer, 30 seconds.
Thank you, our moderator. So 30 seconds. Number one, to our learners, the sky ain't the limit. That is one thing that I've always believed in myself. Let no one lie to you that the sky is the limit. The sky is not the limit. Just go for the best. Keep going for the best. Some of us have finished our undergraduates, and now you have the pressure of doing the masters, professional courses. You want the next position, you want to know the next thing, the next big thing. So the sky ain't the limit. To our parents and guardians, one thing that my dad always reminded us every time we met at home when we were students, the very best thing he would ever give us was education, just the support in education. So to parents and guardians, the very best thing you'll ever give your child or your students or the youth that you have in their house, the very best thing that you'll ever give them is education. Support them in their career, support them in their, as they even, realize themselves. Because I realized we really don't know exactly what you want to pursue until you're out of high school and then you face life. So support them, just as Tabitha has said. And to us who are now the career personnel or the career ladies
please, let's pass the baton to the next person. Walk with these people. If you have someone you can hold the hand, hold their hands. If you have someone you can develop, please develop them. Mr. Mathenge, I want to give us an assignment, all of us, and even yourself. Please involve us in all these talks. If there's somewhere we can chip in, I beseech you, team, let us chip in, because I believe if I didn't meet someone like Mr. Mathenge in Tumutumu who held my hand, probably I wouldn't be here today. So probably someone is out there waiting for you to hold their hands. So every time you're called upon, let's hold their hands. At the end of the day, we are all winners. When they win, it's our win. When we win, it's their win also. So thank you. Back to you, moderator.
Thank you, engineer. Thank you, engineer, for your closing remarks. Let me go to the clinical psychologist, Hope. Your parting shot. Kindly unmute your mic, Hope.
I'll give my parting shot in a statement. And my dad used to tell me through high school that something wrong being done by many people does not make it to be right. And something right being done by few people does not make it to be wrong. And so if this is to maybe emphasize the need of being straight and not compromising. So if you really put your mind at doing something, it is very possible to make it to the point of where you want to achieve. I personally wanted to be a psychologist through, like, that is what I had set my mind through high school. And I thank God that is what I am right now. I was able to achieve to become a psychologist. So it is very possible for you to put a target and get there without being swerved around by anything that may seem to be enticing. And also to the management and to all stakeholders that may be listening or watching us, I cannot less emphasize the need of mentorship. Let us hold those young ones who are behind us, because as Holida has said, we couldn't have gotten where we are if we didn't have people to hold our hands. So with that readiness of even holding others, we are here to give back and to hold other people. Thank you. Back to you, Mr. Madenge.
Yeah, beautiful hope. And those are hope, just like your name, they are full of hope. And you know that you're going far. Mercy, I know so many learners are listening to you this evening. So many girls, so many boys, so many young learners. Your parting shot, Mercy.
I would say in simple terms that it is possible. Good discipline and consistency will make it. We were there, now we are out. It's you now, and definitely you're not the last. So it's your time. Do the best out of you. And for us, we cannot tire from giving you mentorship or any other stakeholders, because a candle does not lose its light because of lighting another
one. Beautiful. And also the ending is also very nice, that we don't lose any light. We continue lighting each other. We continue making our society bright and bright every now and then for the benefit of each and every one of us. Tess, the whole republic, the educators are listening to you now. Give them your package.
So I'll start by saying, first of all, knowledge is power. And as much as sometimes we may get tired of reading, I would encourage the students not to take it as a chore or something that you're being forced to do. I'd encourage them to embrace the process of learning and enriching your knowledge. And it is a never-ending process. And for this stage that you're in, just enjoy the process. It will build you into something and someone amazing. The second thing I'd like to emphasize is on mental health. I'm pursuing a career that many people perceive as difficult, and I have seen so many people struggling with mental health issues. So I'd advise all the students to look for someone you can confide in. No problem is too little to be ignored, because they start as small things and end up progressing to big things. So if you feel that there is something that you're going through, look for someone who who you can confide in. Look for someone who can help you out. Do not ignore any of your problems. No problem is too little. And for the guardians and the parents, I'd like to encourage them. Please keep supporting your children, encourage them, and tell them that you're proud of them. It means so much when a parent tells their child that they are proud of them. Personally, it boosted my morale. It made me feel good that I am doing something to make my parents proud. Yes, that's all I have for you. Thank you so much.
Wow, we are so proud of you. We are so very proud of you this evening. Thank you so much for the sharing. This now we have Anne Mwangi. Your closing remarks, Anne Mwangi. Anne Mwangi, if you unmute your mic and give us your closing remarks. Okay, so as we wait for Anne Mwangi to get herself organized for the mic, I continue reminding the audience with us. Remember to continue subscribing for this channel. Remember to like, remember to share, so that you can continue this message. The discussion does not stop here. The discussion continues as you've agreed. The mentorship continues. So you can still get us, you can still connect with us, subscribe. Remember to like and also to share with the rest of the round. I don't know, we have Anne Mwangi. Anne Mwangi, I think, Anne Mwangi, you can give your closing remarks. Okay, I can see, but maybe she'll do it later. So as I was saying, I must admit that tonight, ladies of steel, you've given us very, very rich message. Thank you so much. We're also very proud of you. I know the teachers, I know the students also listening to you. They are so proud of you. I know they are also surprised to see that you can also deliver such a content. We are so much happy with you. We are so much happy because of your preparedness for this particular forum. As we continue inspiring the rest of the students, continue lighting the candle to each other in your areas that you are working at, the working areas. Continue inspiring the rest of the nation so that we know that even Tumutumu Girls is also a great institution. Let me go to Anne Mwangi for the closing remarks before I invite Mr. Anyoka. Anne Mwangi, yeah, she's on now. Closing remarks.
I would like to say that you cannot succeed alone, and ask for help as many times as you can. And also, you have nobody to prove wrong but yourself. It's a matter of you versus you. Your competition is with the person you see in the mirror. Yeah, that's all I can say. Your competition is you.
Wow, your competition is you. Very, very, very fine words that you are getting tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, before I wind up, allow me to invite Mr. Anyoka from the other end of the studio. Mr. Anyoka, our technical person. One word before this forum.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Madenge, our able moderator. I would like to say that we have done our best, and God has granted us this opportunity, and the interest He gave us, we have used it. And I say that I've listened all through, and we are the people that we should even appreciate ourselves, because the communications that we have made to the young ones is very inspiring, and they know they can be young and be professionals. So that's our goal, that we are empowering the young professionals. As they grow knowing that they will impact the world. So I thank everyone for coming, and may you stay blessed as we move on. So for those who are listening to this, for us to reach more, and this information that is so great to reach more people and more young ones and even students, it's better that we share and we subscribe for this the online TV, so that we can get notification anytime that we are going to go live and communicate. So we thank you, and may you stay blessed.
Okay. Thank you, Bwana Anyoka. Thank you so much. Mr. Alois, one word before we get the closing prayer. We started with God. We also end with God. Mr. Alois.
Yeah, so thank you so much, Matenge and Mr. Anyoka and this wonderful team. Yeah, so it has been a very enriching session, and I was taking notes, at some point when I was really hearing you speak, and many things were coming in my mind to see how great you have, the great future you have. So I still want to encourage you that fan into flames. So what you have and what you're learning, and even in the places where you are, so continue fanning into flames what you have and what God has entrusted you with. And looking forward to have more engagements with you, especially in mentorship, because essentially that is the purpose of this forum. And one time I know I was telling Mr. Nyoka that these are the days of humble beginnings. Yeah, so most of you are you're in the college, you are also others are still working, but I just want to say, ignore those days of humble beginnings, because I know that at the end of everything, it shall be so great to a point that you'll be sitting back and saying that thank you so much to God who has helped me to remain consistent over the years and see what the Lord has done. So thank you so much, and may the Lord bless you so much.
Thank you too, Mr. Alois. As I continue reminding our audience tonight that today we had the panelists, the guests from Tumutumu High School, the alumni, we have the engineers, we have the auditors, we still have the students who are still continuing, we have the clinical psychologists, they are with us tonight. Thank you so much for the chance and also for the nice sharing. We continue with this discussion. You can also continue subscribing, continue liking, and also remember to share so that we move on together. Before we wind up with our prayer, I request you take a group photo. You can now have our videos on, so that at least you take a group photo. Mr. Anyoka, you can take that one. Kindly smile. Remember, like there's ladies of substance, so that